What is it really like to live in Canada versus living in the United States? It's a conversation filled with passion, patriotism, and sometimes stark contrast. I am not just talking about accents or the size of portions. I'm talking about healthcare, cost of living, culture, education, and even safety. Are you looking for universal healthcare and a strong social safety net? Or is the American dream of rugged individualism, lower taxes, and boundless innovation calling your name? Stick around, because in this video, I will be breaking down the nitty-gritty, pulling back the curtains between myths and reality, and sharing what is it like living in Canada versus the US. I know you clicked on this video expecting an unbiased opinion, and that is what I'm gonna try and give to you guys today. For context, I am living in Canada, so I can try to be as objective as possible, right? Before we get into the comparison though, I'm just gonna ask you guys to just hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already, and share your comments and your thoughts in the comment sections right down below. Now let's start with the first comparison, cost of living. It is no secret, it's very expensive to live in Canada. Canada has one of the highest cost of living in the world. Groceries are very expensive, housing prices are very expensive, depending on where in the country you live though. There are some parts of the country where housing is a little bit more affordable and others, equally, groceries are affordable. Now, from what I've heard from my American friends, colleagues, and family members and so forth, so on, in America, cost of living is a little bit more affordable. And what I attribute that to is the fact that America has a larger manufacturing industry than Canada. A lot more goods are made in America. And because of that, based on a supply chain perspective, things doesn't have to travel as far to get to America if it's made there compared to Canada. A lot of stuff are also made in Canada. It's just not as much as in the States. In the States, you have clothes, you have food, you have so many things that's manufactured there. So cost of living, generally, I'll give America the nod where that is concerned. Let's talk about taxes. In America, you'll pay less taxes generally than in Canada. Now we're talking about the earned income taxes. We're talking about persons who work a 9 to 5, work a job, earn an income. We're not talking about the persons who are in an higher tax bracket, because you can end up paying less taxes in Canada than in America. However, for the average Joe, taxes are more expensive in Canada than it is in the US, in the United States. But with higher taxes come more social programs, more social benefits, none being bigger than universal healthcare in Canada. In Canada, universal healthcare is a game changer. It simply means that as long as you're a Canadian resident for tax purposes, you're eligible for provincial health. And provincial health insurance typically covers most of your medical needs. Not talking about cosmetic needs now. Talking about your medical needs, including surgery, doctor visits, and so forth, so on. Doesn't cover prescription, doesn't cover optical, and you can also get dental coverage based on your annual income for the year. Now, this is a game changer because in the US, you have to have your own individual health insurance, which can be very costly for the average family member. A lot of American citizens and residents go bankrupt annually just because of medical bills and medical reasons. And I know even though hospitals have a duty to care, they have to provide the care to American citizens and residents, even without an insurance. However, they will get a bill after the fact. And if the bill is not paid, then to each its own. In Canada, you don't have to worry about that because your healthcare covers most surgery procedures and so forth, so on. So if you're diagnosed with a serious condition in Canada, chances are you're not going to end up bankrupt. Of course, you probably lose income because you probably won't be able to work and so forth, so on. But it won't be because of a medical bill, because universal healthcare is a game changer. Now, let's talk about a topic that many people don't like when we speak about, and it's safety. Canada is ranked as one of the safest countries in the world. Crime happens everywhere. Let me just say that. Crime happens everywhere. But here in Canada, crime just happens less than in the US. I don't know what that is attributed to. You guys can comment right down below and let me know. But Canada has a lot more safer communities than in the US. Of course, I know in the US, there's going to be persons commenting saying that portions of the US is relatively safe, but we're talking about the country from a general perspective, right? Canada is generally safer than in the US. Now let's talk about education. Education in Canada and the US is very comparable. The only difference is it's a lot cheaper to study in Canada than to study in the US. Both credentials hold global esteem as long as you got a qualification from a Canadian university or college or a US university or college, it is recognized globally. You can use that qualification and certificate pretty much in almost every country in the world. The thing is, the cost to get that varies based on country. Canada is a lot more affordable to study than in the US. Most schools in the US are very expensive when it comes on to doing a diploma or a degree or a master's or a PhD, etc. But in Canada, it's a bit more affordable. Note though that US have more Ivy League schools than Canada, your Harvard, etc., etc. Let's not call them up, but you guys know them. And also there are other options that you can get your education in the US that's not as expensive as going to an Ivy League. Like you can go to a community college and so forth, so on. And you can advance yourself, get your education intact and so forth, so on, at a cheaper rate. But generally speaking, it is more affordable to study in Canada than to study in the US. Now let's talk about patriotism. I think both countries are really patriotic, but I think I would give US citizens and residents the nod when I say they are more patriotic. They take being American a lot more serious than Canadians take being Canadians. Don't quote me though, because don't get me wrong though, because Canadians take being Canadians very seriously as well. But I think from a unified perspective, I think Americans typically get united behind the flag a lot more than Canadians get united behind Canadian flag. And that's just my perspective. You guys can comment right down below and let me know what you think in the comment section. I wanted to do this quick video just to show a comparison of living in both countries, especially from an immigrant perspective, because people are always asking me, would you move to the US? Would you leave Canada to move to the US? And the truth of the matter is, I don't think I would. I don't think I would because my life right now, living in Canada, it's okay, right? I'm able to provide for my family in a safe and friendly environment. I'm able to give my kids a higher quality education at no cost. Universal healthcare is a game changer. We don't have to be worrying about medical bills if needs be, and so forth, so on. And I think that peace of mind trumps, no pun intended, moving to the US, where then you're gonna have to be paying health insurance out of pocket. Safety is not so much a big thing, like it's not as safe as in Canada, and just the fact of starting over. So because of that, I think I will not be moving from Canada to the US. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Would you guys move from Canada to the US, or would you move from the US to Canada? Or if you had the choice of moving to one of the two countries, where would you move to? Thank you guys so much for watching this very, very short video, and I will see you guys in the next one.